Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Fitri bin Suhaib. My matric number is 1221113. Introduction. Playing sport can guarantee the health of an individual because it is an activity that involves the physical and mental use of the individual. Sweat and toxin in the body can be secreted out by doing sport activities in a certain period of time. Sport is not just a physical activity that is done to fill free time or as a small leisure suite. Recently, the modernization of sport moved along with the progress of the world and carries a heavier philosophy. The rapid growth of various sports fields is driven more dynamically and professionally. Community involvement in sports has also brought many benefits. Ironically, the community's involvement in the field of sport can fulfill various wishes, not just fighting on the court. The question is, what are benefits of sport to students? Statistic graph about what sport are MQA2 students interested in. The total MQA2 student 23 people. Based on the statistic graph, the number of people choose play football and badminton is 8, higher than people choose volleyball 6 and table tennis 1. People share the same number sport interested in, which is 8 people. The majority choose to play football and badminton over volleyball and table tennis. Statistics show about how many hours a week do you spend in sport MQ2 student. The statistic graph spread in 4 time, which is 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, and 3 hours. Based on the statistic, most and the highest time, that's many hours do you spend in 2 hours, which is 10 people. 1 hour spent in, which is 9 people, slightly reduced compared to 2 hours. Meanwhile, 3 hours and 30 minutes share the same. How many hours a week do you spend in? Pie chart show number of how many time a week do MQ2 student play sport among 6 time of one time a week, 2 time a week, 3 time a week, 4 time a week, 5 time a week, and 6 time a week. Based on the pie, we can know that many time a week do MQ2 student play sport. 2 time a week highest people choose, which is 10 people. After that, 1 time week people choose, which is 6. Meanwhile, 4 time a week people choose, which is 4. And the last 3 and 5 time a week same choose from people, which is 1. Statistic graph about can sport keep the body healthy for MQ2 student. Based on the statistic graph, number people choose 5 star, which is 15. Sport can keep the healthy body. Meanwhile, number people choose 4 star, which is 6, and the number people choose 3 star, which is 2. Statistics show about do you find new friends easily through sport activities for MQ2 students. Based on the statistic graph, many people choose yes, which is 20. Sport can do you find a new friend easily through sport activities. Meanwhile, number people choose no, which is 3. The majority of all choose yes because sports can do you find a new friend easily through sport activities. Statistics shows about do you always join a sport activity at your university. Based on the statistic graph, number people choose yes, which is 14, about always join a sport activity at your university. Meanwhile, number people choose no, which is 9, can join a sport activity at university. Statistics show about what are the advantages of sport for MQ2 students. Based on the statistic graph, number people choose healthy body which is 26.10%. Number people choose find new friend which is 21.7%. Meanwhile, majority people choose feel free time which is 65.20%. Statistics show about what are disadvantages of sport for MQ2 students. Based on the statistic graph, number people choose resulting in injury, which is 19, because this is disadvantage of sport. Meanwhile, number people choose healthy body, which is 4.
My name is Muhammad Amir bin Razali, matric number 1221114. Net statistics show about do you agree that sport help a person to be healthy for MQA2 students. Based on the statistic graph, all students choose yes, which is 23 because sport can help a person healthy. Advantage of sport. One of the benefits of playing sport is that sport activities can help maintain physical and mental health. Modern life use more internal energy and though professional and semi-professional in developing the country are often forced to neglect physical activities due to lack of time for the purpose. The busyness of the work of life lead to physical and mental health problems. The involvement of children, teenagers, and adults in various sport activities can solve various health problems. That's activity sport activities are the first step, as the saying goes. Prepare an umbrella before the rain in controlling obesity, chronic diseases such as high blood pressure, diabetes, and heart disease. Sport activities can also help those who have had an illness to recover. In addition, playing sport can also fill a person's free time. Free time is actually very valuable for every individual of or society. A person who engage in sport is also a way to fill free time with benefit. Time is gold. Even if there are only a few minutes, it is precious. This free time is very beneficial if used for sport to restore energy and release tension. For teenagers, involvement in sport can prevent them from doing immoral things, vandalism, and wasting time like hanging out, smoking, and getting involved in drug consumption. Sport Sport can attract people towards utilizing free time in a better way. The clear effect is that sport is able to increase the self-reliance of the community and step bravely with confidence and international level, even though the criminal mindset of today's competitive world. Indeed, sport can discipline the community to use time more. Disadvantage of sport. The disadvantage is resulting in injuries. In some extreme sport activities such as wrestling, boxing, karate, and skiing can be considered challenging, dangerous, and high risk. This is proven when athletes suffer serious injuries after a competition. such as in boxing and wrestling. Although boxing and wrestling can improve the endurance of the athletes, they face a high risk of getting injuries that may cause them to be disabled for life due to being hit by punch and blows from the opponent. After that, as a result of enmity, people usually say that sports strengthen friendship, but the statement cannot be accepted anymore. This is because sport can also bring hostility and fight. For example, fighting even can be seen in football sport arena in our country, where the football referee is beaten because the supporters, especially the supporters of the losing team, are not satisfied with the referee decision. Cause a riot now, sports are not longer of the way. Uh, Sport are no longer one of the ways to strengthen relationship between communities. Rather, sport become the cause of conflicts between communities. In conclusion, there are many benefits obtained from the community in participating in sport activities. There are no obstacles for us to play sport today because there are many sport infrastructure that are complete and can be used either during the day or at night. If it's raining or the air outside is not healthy, we have the option and doing sport activities in a covered and shaded court from the unpredictable weather. 1,000 force, not 1,000 excuse, which means there are not obstacles if we try to find a way to achieve what we want. Let us together be like in our bones in participating in sport activities and contribute something in the development of, of sport so that because people are born healthy smart brain, physical and mental health from effective citizens who are able to drive the country to be more advanced and competitive sport anthem for the country.